say, where was the oh no? God damn it. Back to the Amiga shovelware, boys. I mean, I kid, because Lemmings transcended mere ports and became almost a necessity during some point to the 90s. Just look at what this original game ended up on. MS-DOS, macOS, Atari ST, ZX Spectrum, Acorn Archimedes, the PC-98, the CD-TV, FM Towns, X68000, the PC Engine, the Super Nintendo, the Master System, the Mega Drive, the Game Gear, Amstrad CPC, the NES, the Commodore 64, 3DO, a Lynx, Sam Coupe, what? A Game Boy, a CDI, and the CD32. And then that's not even this one. The sequels and later versions ended up on Windows and PlayStations and Saturns and Lord knows what else. It was a big deal, buddy. Now, a big deal, but was it a good deal? You might notice that its original home, the Amiga, had what the cool kids at the time called a mouse. Now that might have less buttons than the 3 on a Mega Drive pad, but it's sure good at pointing at stuff a little quicker than any of those fancy D-pads. And yes, there was a Mega Drive mouse, but did it work with this game? Big nopes to that, I'm afraid. But before we get to that, let's have a chat about what Lemmings is. At its heart, it's a puzzle game. You have to get a certain amount of the titular creatures from the entrance to the exit. When they literally drop into a level, they will start walking to the right until they hit a wall or any other obstacle, at which point they will start walking in the other direction. However, if the obstacle is something on fire, say, or spinning death blades, or is too big a drop, then they will die. Too many die, and it's game over. So what do you do about that then? Simple. You can change regular walking lemmings into one with a particular set of skills, like an umbrella that acts like a parachute, or a miner that can dig through to a lower level. In the early stages you might get one skill at a time, but the complexity soon ramps up, forcing you to come up with plans quickly to minimise casualties and make sure you hit that magic percentage to pass the level. So this is where a mouse is important in a game like this. Being able to instantly drop down to the lemming toolbar, select the one you want, and then get over to the right lemming and pinpoint them in the crowd is make or break when it comes to the gameplay. Whatever they did with the joypad controls, it just works. It really is just as fun to play, if a little fiddly in the later levels. Rich agrees in the review, giving it 93% for playability, although I do take issues with graphics at 80%. Simple lemming sprites, it says, but the character they get from those simple sprites is still impressive to this very day. The last paragraph is a roller coaster as the tone of the review is fairly flat, then at the end we get, the graphics and sound aren't outstanding, but they're more than adequate, and the gameplay is marvellously addictive from start to finish. One of the best puzzle games ever. From aren't outstanding to adequate to marvellously addictive to one of the best ever. And you know what? He's not wrong. Lemmings is still really good. You know, the secret best thing is getting loads of lemmings all together in a level and then blowing them up. See?